Okay, so the question is, did I regret buying the Hayley Wilson collab sneakers? Short answer is yes. I regretted it so much I didn't double up on these sneakers because they look really gorgeous. And of course, the details and the materials that they're using here, it's a plus already, but on feet, crazy good. And speaking of on feet, by the way, I'll be showing you a lot of footages later on how I'll be pulling this off, because some of you guys are saying the colors are too loud, but my honest opinion, they are very wearable. So here are my top 5 reasons why you should buy this pair. Number 1, it's a tattooed inspired storytelling. So if you're a fan of tattoos, for example me, I have a tattoo, or simply you are a big fan of Hayley Wilson, then this is for you, because this pair is like a wearable biography of her. You can see a lot of the designs on the insoles, the spiders, the scorpions, those 8 balls, etc. It's all in there. It's very detailed, so you will be having a good time watching them all the time. And of course, the insoles of this, I just want to show you. They also have some details in there that is somehow related to theater mask, what I could see in there. Sorry that the laces fell off. And speaking of laces, by the way, they have a lot of laces that came with the sneakers. This is the first one, and this is the default, by the way. By the way, the default is really good as well. I'm a big fan of the default, but I have prepared some lace swaps here just in case you guys want to personalize your sneakers. So these are the 3 laces that came with the sneakers. I will talk later on about the lace swap that I did here, just in case you're interested. So I would be doing it on the last part. Okay, so that was the first reason. It's the storytelling of the sneakers. It's really good. And of course, let's touch on the second reason why you should like this. So it's the UV reactive details, and that's the reason, by the way, it came with these silver foil pack. This one came with this when I did the unboxing. So the main purpose of this foil thing, by the way, is just to protect those UV reactive details that I will be showing you. So these are the barbed wire thing on here that you can find. So when the UV rays will hit these details, it somehow change the color. It's also the same on the swoosh area. I hope you guys can see it here. This embroidery that is highlighting the swoosh, this is also a UV reactive details. Those are the tiny little details that makes the shoe really interesting, and that is the number 2 reason, UV reactive details. Number 3 would be the build and the materials, and I would say it's a massive 8 out of 10 looking at the materials that they're using here. So from the toe box, it's a simple polyurethane leather, it's smooth one. But on the overlays, for example, in this area, really good. It's a nubuck suede. The same also on the side panels. It's black nubuck suede. Really reminds me so much of the Skeletor Nike SBs. By the way, the color palette somehow reminds me a lot of it. And just looking at the heel support, those details that I have shown you earlier, the barbed wires, sorry for that, and of course the toe box symmetry is also looking nice. Let's check on the inner panels, looking good. At least my pair is pretty clean, and also there are no residual glue stains everywhere. Looks pretty symmetrical as well. Really good. And of course, my favorite part is the outsole, man. The blue translucent outsole together with that phylum thing in the middle. It's just like really work of art. Really good pair of sneakers. Oh, this thing is jumping off again. I'm sorry for that. I'm just putting it like that. Okay, so that was the number 3 reason. Let me show you this time how I will be rocking this pair or what pants I will be using with this, just to give you some ideas. This is my own preference, doesn't mean that you need to follow most of the styles that I'll be using. So number 1 would be the faded blue jeans, really summery vibe, and the inspiration behind it, simple because it has a white midsole, and of course the toe box is also white. You can't really go wrong with faded blue jeans and white all together. So yeah, really nice, really clean, can't go wrong. And this is a standard cut type of jeans, by the way. It's not a slim one, it's just a standard. Okay, so that was my number 1. Number 2, it's a jeans again, but this time it's a vintage blue jeans. It's a little bit dirty, the look of it, but it matches pretty nicely the purplish color palette of the sneakers. Still, it's a standard cut type of jeans, and I really love how it sits nicely on the ankle support and shows off a little bit of the tongue of the sneakers. By the way, this I bought them from Pull and Bears, just in case you guys are asking. Number 3 would be the gray cargo baggy pants, and this is the only cargo that I am wearing here because most of the time I like wearing my Nike SBs with jeans, especially the destroyed ones, because just so classic. So this is on the baggy side, like I have mentioned. It's gray, like a really dark gray, and the reason behind of this pair is this purple is very compatible with gray color palette. Okay, so that is the gray cargo pants. Let's move into my number 4 pants, one of my favorites, to be honest. I'm wearing this all the time wherever I go when I'm traveling. It's my destroyed blue denim jeans. Just works every time because it's so classic, and it has that effect of a Levi's, although I didn't buy this from Levi's. Actually, this is from Pull and Bear. Again, it suits me very well. Standard cut, a little bit tapered on the seams, and I just love the combo of the color palette because it just works cohesively. So this is my destroyed blue denim jeans, a little bit tapered. And the last but not the least, actually this is my favorite of the bunch, this is my gray corduroy pants. This is not baggy so much, it's only a little, and it's not also super slim, so it's just really perfect for SB Dunks sneakers. It sits nicely on the tongue and on the heel support, at the same time showing off a little bit of the silhouette of the sneakers. So if you don't have a standard cut corduroy, not super slim, not super baggy like I have mentioned, you better get one because they are really perfect for SB Dunks. Why I picked gray, I have mentioned already. It is very complementing with the cord purple color palette. Okay, so those are my favorite pants to rock with the Hayley Wilson Nike SBs. So I don't think it's really difficult to pull off this pair as long as you have some neutral colored jeans or pants. Okay, so let's move into my number 4th reason why you should buy this. It's the extras, the details that you can find on these sneakers. For example, I have not shown you the tongue. There is a detail actually on the tongue which says "you reckon," which is pretty common expression by Australian people. This is also the same on the other tongue. But let me remind you guys that the tongue of this pair is actually not super thick, the same as the old Nike SBs that are really puffy. This one is the new kind of tongue by Nike SBs, if you will. So it's not super thick, but not super slim. So it's, to me, I'm not really a big fan of this type of tongue, just to tell you honestly. Okay, so before we proceed to the last reason, I will just try to show you the lace swap that I did here. Although this is pretty polarizing because I think you guys will not like the lace swap that I did here, but I am pretty confident because I used this lace swap with the cord purple, the J-Pack colorway, by the way. So I have here the mustard, or let's say the curry yellow. Looks really nice in my honest opinion. If you want something quirky and fun looking sneakers, especially with the purple color palette, it goes nicely with muted yellow. Hope you guys can see it here. And of course, like I have mentioned all the time, court purple is always nice with gray. I made a gray swap here. Looks really good, to be honest. I mean, these are my favorite swap with the J-Pack. Like I have said, the court purple one. Okay, so these are the two swaps that I did here. Hope you guys can see it. And just to give you an inspiration, or let's say ideas, if you want to swap your sneakers. Actually, this is my favorite, the default ones. The one I'm showing you with the on feet, they look really dope, to be honest. Okay, so the number 5 reason would be if you're a big fan of Hayley Wilson. Of course, this is more like a culmination of her career having a collab sneakers with Nike. So it's nice to have, especially if you can relate to her, because like I mentioned in the beginning, this is like a wearable biography of Hayley Wilson. So she is an Olympian, she's a pro skateboarder from Australia. So yeah, what else could you do? I mean, if you have that kind of career, definitely this is one of your, let's say, trophy of being a skateboarder. Sizing, by the way, before I will forget, feels tight. Even though I have a small feet, I'm wearing true to size with SBs, but I think it's because of the stiff materials that they're using here. So the first time you wear them, it really feels tight. But if you have a big or a wide, you are a wide-footed guy, I would really suggest to go a half size up, especially on this one, because it feels really tight in the beginning. And also SBs are known to be a little bit snug versus the other sneakers. Okay, I hope I managed to tackle all the points that you guys want to know. If you have some questions, hit me on the comment section and I will be willing to answer all of those. See you next time and peace out.